The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath. The football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. Got his man. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense picks it up. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Gives him the big stiff arm. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's some daylight. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Throwing, say it. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Shoots it to the left. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Makes a man miss. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Throwing Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Turning it on. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Manning on play action. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Coleman's got it on the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Release to the back. Finds his man out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A give to Brown. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And the offense runs the football and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. These corners backing off a bit. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. In traffic, it's Jackson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Jackson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Complete on the left to Smith.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sayin. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Trying to be heard above the noise. Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead in the 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff for Brown. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Texas, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd and long here. Manning. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Look out! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Manning to the air again. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. Rolled his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Finds his man on the RPO. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Hits inside, it's Jackson. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
From the gun on third down, Saying. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Saying. Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Stopped right there.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Say it. Rushes on. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw, Manning unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Drops back. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Wingo. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Smothers. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over him.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to punch it in. They were all over it. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing, say it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. This time it's complete.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Again, it's Sayed. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Quick completion on the out. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, PKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Booster!
Arch is going to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Going to take a shot. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Frazier. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Dogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Right side, it's Humphries. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From deep, it's Lockett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Right, here we go.
Running inside, it's Smothers. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third and 6 yards to go. It's a reverse. See some running room. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Manning. Throwing right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Georgia going up tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the RPO, got him. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run with Nate Frazier. stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick catch. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. There he goes. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see.
Caught, and he's got room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The corners are walked up tight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rid of it on the RPO. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here's Arch to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Brown. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. On 1st down, it's Brown again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Brown running left. Breaks into the open. He's got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Back to throw, it's Manning. Buying time to his right. Fires on the move. Big fella moving. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break.
Makes the grab and room to run. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just keeps swinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The fake and wants to throw. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Got a man in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To throw, it's Stockton. Turns it upfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Unleashes one. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Second and long here. He's got it on the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. RPO complete. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. In the red area, it's Frazier. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Manning. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
Snags it, and he's open. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And the extra point is good. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Winston. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Changing the routes with his receivers. Tight end now in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go.
Booster.
Third down from the gun. Manning finds his big tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, Manning. Fires one high and deep. Got it! Touchdown, Longhorn! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Turning it on. Pass to 6. He's out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Clock is stopped, and that's enough for a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And you'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.